Hello and welcome back to Epic Guy's Cuisine. I'm Epic Guy Tim, and today we're going to make polenta. Polenta is corn grits. We've all seen masa in the grocery store. That's corn flour. We've seen cornmeal, something we bread fish with. That's a fine grit. Polenta is a coarse grit of cornmeal, and we're going to use it to make a wonderful side dish today. When you buy polenta in the grocery store, it will always have a recipe on the side, but the basic thing, all you need to remember is 6 cups and 2 cups. 6 cups of chicken stock and 2 cups of polenta makes a wonderful polenta dish. We have 6 cups of chicken stock boiling over here, coming to a boil. We're going to add 2 cups of polenta, black olives, and some roasted red peppers to give some color and to add some extra flavor. So to this boiling chicken stock, we're going to add 2 cups of polenta. It's important when you add the polenta to add it slowly. If you just dump it in, it turns into a big lump in the bottom. We're going to go ahead and add the roasted red peppers and the black olives to this. It's just going to add a nice color, a little extra texture. We're basically just going to let this cook for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm stirring on a pretty regular basis to keep it from setting up in the bottom. I want to make sure that it keeps moving around and evenly absorbs the liquid. I'm going to reduce the heat so that it doesn't boil completely out of control. So when the polenta starts to get done, you'll know, because as you start to draw through it, you'll see some tunnels where the polenta sort of sets up walls as you draw through. So you know that it's thickening and it's swelling, it's absorbing the water. It's not acting like a soup anymore. It's acting more like a, well, polenta. Almost like a runny mashed potatoes. But what you're really looking for is for it to take on that consistency, because that means that it's absorbed the water. It's done its job. So we're going to plate some now, hot, because it's fun to have hot polenta on the side of like a pork chop or fried chicken. It's a fabulous side dish. And so we're going to plate some hot, and then we're going to plate some for later to set up into a mold so that we could cut it up and fry it, and we'll also show that. Okay, put a pat of butter on the top. Let it start to melt. So this is polenta that you would serve as a side dish with a main course meal. It's just a nice hot corn grits polenta with a little butter, and it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. So the other way to make polenta is to put it in a pan. I'm just going to use a simple 9x9, just a sheet pan, and I've sprayed it with cooking spray. And all we're really going to do here is put this hot polenta, the hot grits we were just serving a minute ago, we're going to put it into this pan and cover it with plastic and put it in the fridge overnight. It's going to set up almost like a mold. You can turn it out, and we'll do that here in a minute. I've got one that's prepared. You can turn it out, slice it, fry it up. It's a fabulous side dish. So we're just going to spoon this out into a pan. And I'm just spreading it flat to make sure that it has even coverage, so I don't have any bigger pieces and smaller pieces when I go to cut it tomorrow. Just going to cover that with a little plastic. It's not rocket science. It's not about wrapping it up and making it airtight per se. It's just about covering it so that all the moisture can't escape it. And that's it. This is ready to go in the refrigerator. There we go. I made a half batch so that we could fry some here. We're going to use a little cooking spray again in the pan here that we cook this in. We're going to serve this with a blackberry red wine reduction. The blackberry red wine reduction sauce is simply a couple tablespoons of blackberry jelly or jam. You could use preserves, the seeds as well, and about a cup of red wine. And we've just reduced it here until it comes back to sort of a sauce consistency. So we're going to slice polenta. So we're just going to brown it in the pan. It's fully cooked. You can eat it just like this. It's delicious, cold. You can slice this extra thin and put it in an oven and make little toast points. And they'll have a fabulous presentation on a can of peas or crudité if you're making an appetizer. Okay, so we've got this toasted to perfect caramelization. Get the close-up shot here. We're going to go ahead and plate this and put some of our blackberry red wine reduction on it. This is a fabulous side dish or center of the plate. I'm going to spoon a little bit of this blackberry sauce on. This is fabulous. So don't be afraid to make this simple dish of polenta. It might be something new for you, but for centuries it's been a staple on kitchens all across Europe. Enjoy yourself in your kitchen, and we'll see you next time. For Epic Guy Cuisine, I'm Epic Guy Tim. Thanks for watching.